Welcome everyone to the Splat and Chad podcast. This evening we're going to be trying a new type of podcast, which we like to call side missions. So basically, we kind of just have unscripted type conversations and stuff like that. We can talk about movies. We can basically just talk about anything other than video games. So with me tonight, I have Andrew,
Hello?
and we're basically going to be talking about the MacBook experience. So, like, a couple months ago, I picked up a MacBook. That way, I could like help me with my writing, and then I also got it for just basically for like college stuff. That way, I don't have to lug around my 3.5-year-old laptop that I've had for a while. So, Andrew, you had some questions for me as far as that went. So, what do you got?
Well, I guess what was the biggest like growing pain? Like, because I'm in the same boat of having this 3.5 year old an HP Walmart laptop that I've had literally since I was in ninth grade.
Okay.
That's that I've done everything on video editing. I've done my podcast, like everything for the last 3.5 years I've done on this.
Right.
So I guess the transition between Windows and Mac and just getting used to
I mean,
used to everything.
honestly, it hasn't been that much of a struggle. I mean, I've worked with like Apple computers and stuff for like since like middle school. So like I've kind
Hmm.
of not necessarily grown up with them, but like I know like my ins and outs and how to use them and stuff. But for the most part, it hasn't been too bad. Like I understood that I wouldn't have some of the same programs as I would on Windows, and I've like over the years I've found like not necessarily shortcuts, but like alternatives to use for like some Windows apps. Like for example, hmm, like I'm trying to think, like Word, I guess.
Yeah.
They introduced Pages not too long ago, and it's basically the same thing.
Mhm.
And I've gotten used to writing in it as well, and it's good that
And it's free.
yeah, exactly, and it's free. So yeah, it's not really like a big jump, like except like for example Word to Pages. Like it's really not that big of like a change, I guess, but it's just the way
Hmm.
like it's formatted, I guess, that may like throw some people off. But overall, it's not a bad experience like shifting from Windows to Mac, especially if you have a little bit of history with you.
All right. So I guess what do you end up deciding on? Like what model specs?
Well, I
Not to
mean,
get nerdy with it.
basically, I kind of went for the cheapest one because I was trying to get one as soon as possible because
Hmm.
I'm kind of impatient, but not really. But yeah, I was just trying to get one as soon as possible, and I didn't mind going cheap only because like I'm only gonna not that I'm gonna upgrade anytime soon, but I'm gonna like I don't know use it for a little bit, and I just wanted something reliable, which I think it's fine. So looking at this spec thing here, I got a Retina 12-inch MacBook, the 2017 version, obviously because the 2018 ones haven't come out yet. The processor,
And Monday.
exact Monday. Yeah, you're right. WWDC, you're right. Um, the processor is 1.2 gigahertz Intel Core M3, which is base level. It's not the medium range, but it's the base level. It's the
Hmm.
way they had it stacked was it was M3, M5, and M7, and each one costed $200 more, which I didn't have the patience to wait for. So the M3 is fine. As far as memory goes, it's 8 gigabytes. I'm not gonna read the rest of that. And as far as graphics, is an Intel HD 615. That's pretty much it.
Oh, I mean, what I've been doing, I guess. I'm just trying to get picture what I'm gonna fit into. But I'm obviously gonna do more
Right.
heavy like video stuff.
Right. And I'd say like for video stuff, I mean, I've seen some videos like I obviously did my research like as far as like,
Hmm.
buying a computer. And I've seen some research I've seen like the MacBook have some relatively decent like specs for video editing and stuff, but I certainly wouldn't get mine. I'd say get an M5 or or at least an M7, or no, I'd say at least an
Yeah.
M5 to at least do video stuff. That way, the turnaround time isn't like super long and stuff like that.
It's just yeah. I was thinking of going more in like the pro direction. But the only difference is like, do I want the touch bar or not,
Yeah, that is
and
true.
the extra bumper that comes with that.
Right. I've heard that like Apple is having like really bad problems with the touch bar and stuff. Like they got, I don't know if they got sued, but they got like called out for like the butterfly keys being really bad and breaking super
Yeah,
easily.
but the MacBook has the same butterfly keys. I mean, it's pretty much across the board except for the Air.
Right. Interesting. But yeah. I mean, I don't think going the pro way it wouldn't be a bad idea at all as long as you could afford it.
Hmm.
Um.
Yeah, I guess I mean I have the money for it, so might as well.
Yeah. Exactly. Especially if you need something long term. I don't need something super long term, but I'm gonna take care of it, obviously.
Yeah. I'm
Just
just gonna throw it out.
gonna throw it in the trash.
Just choking it down, piece of metal. Yeah, I'm hoping it's gonna at least get me through, at least through college,
Right. Exactly.
very least.
Exactly. That's the goal for me too, and it hasn't been that bad. I mean, it's just like just keeping the storage, cleaning
Hmm.
everything like that. Don't download too much like bloatware and stuff,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I know you mentioned RAM, but how much storage do you get? Like
Um,
hard drive space.
dang, I should have said that. 256.
Okay.
Which isn't that bad. Like I knew I wasn't gonna fill it up, like as much so because
Hmm.
like what I was mostly aiming for was like music like storage. At least that's what as far as
Hmm.
like I'm trying to have the most storage for. It's basically just music because like I like downloading music, from the DJs and stuff that we listen to, and just
Yeah,
having like a good collection of them. Like people have their video game collections and movie collections and stuff. I like
I have
collecting.
music collections.
Right. And the Windows version of iTunes sucks. So,
No, no, yeah, it's pretty bad.
so yeah, I like going for good storage. But I mean, the more
Hmm.
the better. And iCloud, paying $1 for iCloud just for like 50 gigabytes isn't a bad idea at all. Like
Hmm.
it saves you on storage. It's literally $1. So
Yeah.
I didn't think it'd be that bad of an investment.
Okay. Well, SBC, how's that been? And you only have what, one point of MacBook?
Oh
I
really?
mean, that one USB-C and the headphone jack.
Yeah, yeah. It's just USB C and one headphone jack. And honestly, it's not that bad. Like honestly, it's really not. Like as long as you have an adapter, I'd say if you need like I want it depends on if you need it super bad or not, but I'd say after you get the MacBook, immediately invest into a USB C to USB dongle or adapter or something like that. And you know what?
Yeah.
And you know what was crazy though? I went to Walmart the other day and they had this USB C to what was it? It was USB. It was USB C. It was HDMI, and I can't remember the other one. I want to say VGA, but I don't think so. It was
Yeah, I know
going.
there are like this hubs that like have
Yeah,
USB and SD cards and HDMI stuff like that.
right. And I saw it the other day, and I was like, "Well, dang it, I already have one." And then I looked at the price, and it was like $35. I would have been like, I would have so bought that though, but they didn't have it. They didn't have it at the time, so I was like, "Well, dang, I would have bought that at the time."
Hmm.
But I mean, either way, it's fine. Honestly, it's not. I don't think it hinders um like, what would you call it? I don't think it hinders like, I want to say performance, but it's not performance. It's um
Convenience, I guess is the right term for it.
yeah, like conveniency. I don't know if that's
I
the
mean,
right
other
word.
than like having to go hang off your laptop.
Right. Right, exactly. I don't think it hinders that because it's just a port. Like how I know like you okay, people still use USBs, but honestly, who does anymore? Like students as far as I mean, as far as I know, I haven't used like an actual like flash drive ever since I
Yeah.
needed
Oh no.
yeah.
Ever since I started Google Drive, done.
Exactly. Exactly. I haven't had to use like a flash drive ever since I had to put Windows 10 on a hard drive, and
Uh-huh.
that was like a year ago. Because that's what it feels like. But I mean, for work and stuff, I haven't had to do that since like middle school, honestly, because
Yeah.
I who uses flash drives anymore. So I mean, I know you need USB for like other things too. Like I need it for the snowball mic that I'm using right now, and
hmm
it's it's fine. Like if you need a dongle, then get a dongle. It's you can find them for $10 or you can find them for $20. It depends on which one you need, but I think it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm guess this setup's pretty high maintenance, but this is my at my desktop, so I have three USB plugged in. I have my snowball mic, my hard drive actually.
Oh, you have like an external
Yeah,
hard drive. Oh, that's cool. I like that.
yeah, and then just a mouse, just for I mean, I guess
Mm.
I wouldn't need the mouse, but
Right, and that
oh,
I mean, honestly though, that's like the one thing that I miss from having
mhm.
like all the USB ports and stuff. I really miss having an external mice. Like I really do.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
feels, but
mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, I got used to using the touchpad, and it feels good, like to like scroll around
Yeah.
and stuff, and like using like two or more fingers and stuff. It's a fluid experience as far as mouse and like trackpads and stuff go. So I don't think it's too bad.
Like even now, I'm used to it, using my trackpad. It's
Right,
just I don't get any gestures at all with this.
right. But
Oh.
yeah. Did you have any other questions?
Um, no, I don't know. I mean, well, I mean, have you done any like music production something yet?
Ever like you said music production?
Yeah.
I did a little bit. Like, remember that Star Asters remix that I did
Uh-huh.
a couple months ago? I like I tried making it in GarageBand, and it was actually it was actually kind of the worst thing ever because GarageBand doesn't have a lot of like plugins and stuff, and the way that like
Mm.
tempo and pitch works on GarageBand, it's really not user friendly. I'll say that. Opposed to Mixcraft because you literally just click it and it does what it's supposed to do. But with GarageBand, you have to dig through all these settings just to change the pitch, and it's like it's horrible. That's why the Champster calls it garbage band because it actually is. And
Garbage band. That's
right.
not gonna be the, but sure.
And I was horrible for thinking that I could use that as a music creation tool. But I was thinking of getting maybe like Fruity Loops on here or something like that, and
Oh.
trying to do some stuff with that. But
And you could also like dual boot Windows, I
yeah,
guess.
exactly,
It's
and
an option.
that is true. I could like partition and all that. Um, but yeah, I mean, music production, not like it ran well. Like there was no like lag or anything. I found
That's
that.
good.
Yeah, I found that to be a surprise. Same with like iMovie and stuff. Like I had to make like this trailer thing for English
hmm
one time, and it ran fine, and it exported in like it was like a two yeah it was like a 2 minute trailer. It exported it in like I want to say 15 minutes, but it might have been like 20.
Wow. That's a big I'm using
Yeah, yeah, that's like the
big,
only
big.
it's like the only bad thing. And I do have to kind of mention this too. Since there's no fan, it does heat up. I have to say that.
mm.
And actually, if I feel it right now, like if I feel it towards like the MacBook like symbol or whatever, it's kind of
Uh
hot.
huh.
It's kind of hot just doing this, and like it's not bad. It's something to be like weary of, like a little bit. Like if you're like if you don't want to
I
like
mean, Viz, yeah,
say again,
Viz gonna push it to like to the limit, pretty much.
right? But I don't like I'm not afraid of it like shutting off or anything. Like
Uh
I
huh.
don't think that'll ever happen. But I don't know. It's something to be cautious of, I guess. Um, yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty
I
cool.
guess it's everything.
Oh, okay, all right then. Well, this is fun. well,
Yeah.
well, this has been episode one of Side Mission, I guess. Um,
Woo.
thank you for allowing me some of your time, Andrew, and we'll
No problem.
we'll get back to the regular podcast soon. Um, have a great night. Did
Bye. Fancy outro.
it? Did it? Did it?